everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over a hammer shot that I recently completed featuring the BlasterParts metal hammer shot kit. After finishing this hammer shot, I can definitively say that I am not a fan of the hammer shot. I don't think I ever will be, and there's really no way of convincing me that it's a good blaster. I'm just more of a fan of the strong arm because I think it's a better blaster overall, but I wanted to give the metal kit something really nice to go into, something that showcases it and complements it really well. So this is what I came up with. The hammer shot is painted with black and gray Duplicolor vinyl and dye, and the red is a Duplicolor perfect match in I think like a Chrysler red. I forget the exact kind, but I really like the red. I think it really complements the metal, and I left the wood and the wrapping of the hammer shot stock because I didn't think there was really a reason to change it. But I did add some gray and black lines to the wrapping to kind of make it pop out a little bit more than the stock paint job, and I think it turned out nicely. Along with the paint job, I gave it 2 to 3 really thick coats of clear coat to give it nice paint protection, and I've lubed up the area right here so that the hammer doesn't scratch up the paint, along with the area around the trigger so it also doesn't scratch up the paint. But that's really all I did for the paint job. My favorite part of the entire paint job has to be the cylinder. I think the red lines and the red ring around it look amazing and really complement the blaster quite a lot in just a simple kind of way. I'm not a fan of leaving orange on my blasters. I think they really kind of distract from the paint job, but I did leave this part orange as kind of like a safety feature, even though that can be debated depending on where you are. We won't go into it. But if I had left the cylinder orange, which I was originally going to do, I think it would have just thrown off this entire paint job. So I'm really happy I painted the cylinder because I think it just completes the entire look. And it has to be my favorite part. It's a simple little thing, but I think it looks fantastic. With the paint job out of the way, let's talk about performance mods in this hammer shot. The hammer shot is a very simple blaster, so there's not that much you can really do to it in terms of performance modding, but I did add a CPVC ring at the base of the spring, and it's now getting around 100% compression. It's getting really compressed. Other than that, the only other thing I did really is I added some grooves to the hammer itself. It adds a nice bit of grip, and you can get your thumb in there, and I think it makes the hammer a bit better, and it looks nice. I think it just kind of adds to the look of the whole hammer shot. With all that said, that's really it for this hammer shot. The only things I did was I added a paint job, threw in the metal pieces, and did a simple mod to the back, and this is what you get. I think it turned out very nicely. I think the paint job really kind of goes with the metal pieces. It doesn't make them stand out too much, but they are there and they are still very shiny. So there you have it. That is my hammer shot. I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. I'm actually quite proud of how I did on the paint job. It was my first time using like 2 layers of tape to get everything sectioned off, and I think I did a pretty good job. If you're interested in this blaster, it will be available in my web store. And if you haven't seen the BlasterParts metal hammer shot kit review yet, there will be a video somewhere floating around here that you can click on. But there you have it. That is my newly completed hammer shot. And as always, have a great day wherever you are.